Good Wednesday, everyone, and welcome to April 1st, April Fool's Day 2015 for Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. And it's a fine looking morning for this April 1st, 2015, with partly to mostly cloudy skies across the region, although there is quite a lot of clearing here across central and southern New Jersey this morning, and temperatures are rising from the chilly start in the mid 20s across the Hudson River Valley area into the low and mid 30s around the New York City metropolitan area and into the mid and upper 30s across southeastern Pennsylvania, the I-95 corridor, and southern New Jersey as well. Started out on a chilly note for this time of the year. Temperatures normally should be in the upper 30s to around 40 for overnight minimums, and temperatures under clear skies before some mid-level clouds moved in across the region. Temperatures bottomed out into the low 20s across interior northwestern New Jersey and the upper 20s and low 30s just about everywhere else, which is still some 10 to 12 degrees and in some cases 15 degrees below normal for morning minimums. Watches, warnings, and advisories, there's really none even on the coastal waters, as they will be expiring by 9 o'clock this morning for the New Jersey coastal waters. Satellite imagery this morning shows a deck of mid and high level clouds streaming across the region as one Fort Max still moves its way off the east coast. The water vapor channel showing that as well, and then drying and sinking air behind it. Here is what's left of the precipitation as it moved off the coast. There's not much going on now across the eastern United States, and for the next couple of days it should be relatively benign and dry, and a much warmer pattern is setting up on Thursday and Friday. Near normal temperatures tomorrow, back into the mid and upper 50s across the region, and 60s on Friday, but that's going to be including the chances of showers and possibly even some thunderstorms, and we'll discuss in a moment. Morning surface chart from WeatherRoanoke.com and digital atmosphere software shows that weak disturbance moving across the region and off the coast. So clearing skies are on the way for the rest of today, and here's what's left of the old frontal boundary as high pressure begins to settle in nicely across the forecast region. On the aviational weather deck today, we have VFR conditions, some scattered mid-level clouds, and then northwest wind should average around 10 to 15 knots, some gusts during this afternoon to around 20 knots. For tonight, basically VFR conditions. Wind should be backing around slightly more to the west and similar speeds. Basically lighter winds later tonight, no visibility restrictions, some cirrus clouds passing by near midnight. VFR conditions for Thursday night and Friday, MVFR in showers and thunderstorms. Saturday, MVFR in showers early, gradual improving to VFR. Sunday and Monday, VFR to MVFR possible and any isolated shower there. That would be on Monday primarily. Right now outside of Newark, we are in VFR. It's 36 degrees, dew point 17, humidity 46%. The wind is northwest at 10. A few clouds at around 18,000 and 25,000. The story today, VFR. Philadelphia 2, same kind of thing, 36, 24 dew point, humidity 62%. The wind is northwest at 3. A few clouds at 11,000. Those will be scooting out, and today's story will be VFR conditions. And GFS maps into motion, high pressure in control. Here's our exiting trough axis here with lowering heights across the eastern United States, keeping today still a little bit on the chilly side for this time of the year. Normal temperature should be in the mid and upper 50s to around 60. And that's going to feature a southwesterly flow behind it beginning late tonight and into tomorrow morning, where the wind's back around and a warm front moves through the region. We could have some spotty showers and getting into our western zones across the Appalachian Mountains by Thursday night. Primarily Friday is now looking like a cloudier, rainier day with periods of rain showers around the region as the cold front begins to settle across the region and then begins to stall out somewhere here in central or northern New Jersey, with spokes and periods of pockets of rain and moving along at some moderate to heavy, 3/4 to an inch from Thursday night through Saturday expected across the forecast region. Probably no flood watches at this time because it will be coming in periods and moderate intensity. By Saturday morning, the stalling cold front with one more wave of low pressure moves across it, moves directly over the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area. Friday night and Saturday morning featuring moderate to heavy rain showers across the region, even a thunderstorm possible. And then it could end with some very wet snowflakes across the hillier terrain of northwestern New Jersey and the Hudson River Valley before Saturday begins to dry out. But it's a blustery day and temperatures should be on the colder side as we begin to lower the heights again. But notice the orientation of the ridge here across the Tennessee and Mississippi River Valley means that the air mass will be modifying from its current state. And by the time we get to Sunday afternoon, another small disturbance moving through the flow across the southern New England will keep our area mainly dry and chilly for Sunday. And then a warm front begins to develop across the region On Monday, we could have some precipitation breaking out. It could be cold enough to start off as a little bit of wet snow or even some light ice pellets, but most of this will probably be on the very waxing and waning side as the isentropic lift increases to our west. By Monday afternoon, the front begins to move closer to the region, and by Tuesday evening, we could be in a scattered area of showers broken up across the region as low pressure develops and moves up towards the Great Lakes and into southeastern Canada, and eventually that will drag a cold front through the region. And the front will be slow to pass through the region next week as high pressure is still in control off the southeastern Atlantic coast, and the flow will be from the southwest. So plenty of moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico, periods of rain from Tuesday into Wednesday, and it looks like we could have that front stall out around the region on Wednesday with still periods of rain around the region before we begin to dry it out by next Wednesday night and Thursday as high pressure begins to build in across the forecast region again with slightly cooler than seasonal temperatures once again for this time of the year. As we get into later next week, it looks like we're going to be dealing with a possible rainstorm as we approach next weekend with low pressure developing over the Tennessee Valley, high pressure exiting off the coast, and a very wet period to start the forecast for next Friday and Saturday across the northern mid-Atlantic region. So for everything live, it's Garden State Weather, gardenstateweather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. Have a fantastic and foolless April Fool's Day, and we'll be back in video form tomorrow morning.